Well, hello. It's nice to see you. I'm chopping onions. This is a tiny knife. I need a bigger knife. I feel inadequate for this. I am crying. I'm sad. I'm crying from the onions. Okay. Hi everyone, my name is Rosalie and welcome to my nut-free kitchen. Today we are going to be making two different types of meatballs. And it's going to be an easy lunch. It's going to be great for kids and adults, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. The first one is a carrot and pork meatball, and there's going to be a little bit of a dipping sauce with that. And then the second one is a broccoli and beef meatball. It's going to be super tasty. I can't wait. I'm hungry. You hungry? For the first meatball, the carrot and pork meatball, we're going to need a pound of minced pork. We'll need a cup of grated carrot. We'll need 1 egg, half a teaspoon of curry. We are going to saute this together. It's going to be garlic and onion, and we'll need the zest of an orange and some salt and pepper. And then I'll make a little dipping sauce as well. The first step is we are going to be sauteing the garlic and the onions together. Half of this mixture is going to go into the pork meatball, and half is going to go into the beef and broccoli one. So I'm going to start with this first step. So I'm adding a little bit of olive oil to my pan, maybe about a tablespoon of olive oil. Turn this up a bit, just over medium, and let that heat up. Be good. So starting with the onions, I'm just sauteing the onions first until they are a little bit soft and tender. And I'll add my garlic and saute all of that together. I'm gonna add a little pinch of salt. Let that sweat and soften. So this is becoming nice and caramelized. It's going to add a lot of flavor to our meatballs. So you want to keep going. If we were to add the garlic and the onion raw, we might get big chunks of garlic or onion when we bite down, but sauteing this first is going to bring a lot more flavor. So this is a nice step to do. Okay, that's looking nice. It smells delicious. What we want, not too much color, so I'll put this over to the side to let it hang out and cool down for a moment. Let us start assembling this meatball. I'm going to add a cup of grated carrot here, half a teaspoon of curry. Okay, then we'll do an egg. Crack that in. We are going to do about a tablespoon of the zest of an orange. I'm just going to start zesting and tap. You want to make sure that you're getting the brightly colored orange part of the skin and not the white pith, because the white pith is bitter. I'll go for it until I have I've taken off about half of the skin of this orange. It's going to be citrusy and bright. Then I'm going to take half of my mixture here with the garlic and onion. I'm going to add it all together. It's smelling really good. Look at all the colors. Oh, looking really nice, and it smells delicious already. I'm just going to mix everything in together. You could go in with your hands. I'm going to use my giant spoon for this for now. I'm going to mix and smoosh down, if that's a thing. Mix and press down. I need salt and pepper. So I'm going to season this pretty generously. And freshly cracked pepper. Look. See? Okay. I'm just going to keep going until everything is really well incorporated. I don't want to have any big clumps of just solid meat. I want to make sure that we have all of the garlic and orange zest and onion and carrot, everything all together. All right, so now that everything is incorporated, I'm going to go in and start making meatballs with my hands. About a tablespoon worth per meatball. Golf ball size, maybe? There we go. I'm just going to keep going. I guess if you really want to be precise, you can weigh each one, but nah. Look at that. It's going to be good, guys. This is pretty easy to do. You could get the kids to help you do this. My daughter would do this with me. She loves to cook. My son too. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right. This is what they look like raw. I'm putting them in the oven. 375 and for about 25 minutes, maybe a little bit longer because I did make them a little bit larger. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. So while the pork and carrot meatballs are cooking, we are going to make our second meatball. This is going to be a beef and broccoli meatball. And yeah, let's put all the ingredients out and I'll show you how to make it. So for the second meatball, we are going to need a pound of ground beef. We will need about a cup and a half of grated cheese, whatever cheese you like. I have a marble cheddar cheese over here, 1 egg, and then I boiled some broccoli. I cut them pretty small, little florets, and I boiled them for about 7 minutes or so until they got very, very soft and tender. Like if you see this, it comes off the fork quite easily. Mash this down just a little bit so that we don't get too big of bites of broccoli in each meatball, but this is going to be a pretty nutrient full meatball, which is nice for kids. Mashed it down, but they still have some nice chunks to them. But we're not going to have any great big giant bites of broccoli, so that's going to be nice in our meatballs. Okay. So we are going to do a cup and a half of cheese. I'm going to take my cup of broccoli. Perfect. 1 egg. It goes in. All right, and now we take the other half of the garlic and onion mixture and we are gonna put that in. Look, you gotta see the colors on this. This is so pretty. Even before we mix it, have a look at that. Look how nice that looks. Everything all together. And mixy, mixy, mixy. Let's not forget to salt and pepper our mixture. Salt and pepper, freshly ground pepper. Look at that. So we have another baking tray here lined with some parchment paper. Let's go ahead and start portioning just like we did the last. Boop. Yum, yum, yum in the tum tum tum.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's a little, it was a bit stingy on that one. Okay, there you go. I'm just gonna check the new gloves. Pretty. Wow. Let me just see. Ooh. Oh, wow. I just want to do a temperature check. Okay, so for pork, you want to make sure that the internal temperature gets up to 165 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm just gonna check these. Oh yeah, these are done. So I'm gonna let these rest and then we'll pop these into the oven. So 375, we'll let them cook for about 20 minutes or so as well. All right, let's make a sauce for the carrot and pork meatballs. We are starting with half a cup of Greek yogurt. Yeah, it's about half a cup. You don't have to be too fussy with it. A couple of little dashes of mayo, maybe about a teaspoon of mayo, a teaspoon and a half, I would say. Then we are going in with 2 tablespoons of honey, some marmalade, 1 and 2, a little pinch of salt. Before we start mixing everything, the colors in this recipe is just so pretty. A little mixy mix. It's creamy. It has those flecks of the marmalade. I can smell the yogurt. No orange. Actually, nope, no orange, but I know it's there. I have to taste. As Gordon Ramsay says, taste, taste. Just a little taste. Citrusy, creamy, bright. That's gonna be very good with the meatball. Okay, I'm excited. All right. With a little bit of the sauce over. Et voila! Let's give it a taste. That is delicious. You're gonna love this. A little bit of curry, it goes a long way to make this meatball very, very flavorful. And then with the marmalade and carrot all together and this creamy sauce. Very delicious. You have to try this. Honestly, I'm not lying. No, really, for real. I'm ready to check the other one. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, these are done. Have a look. These are done. I checked the temperature. They're up to 165 degrees Fahrenheit. We're gonna let them cool for a little bit before we give them a taste. So you can see the little flecks of broccoli. You can see the cheese, and the ground meat is nice and brown. The brown meat smells delicious. Okay, it's still hot. Tender, juicy, healthy with that broccoli in it, really savory with the cheese. Another must try. You will love these too. With a little bit of cheese. Look at this caramelized cheese. A little crackly on the side. Well, folks, I'm drooling a little bit still, sorry. My mouth is full of flavor. Those were really delicious meatballs. You have to try both of them, both really distinctive flavors and really easy, really quick to put together. Makes an easy lunch, an easy supper. Yeah, try it out. If you like this type of content, please hit like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments if there's anything else that you'd like me to prepare for you. And thanks for watching. That was fun. See you next time. Bye. Okay, wait, does this look good? Do I look dirty? Am I nasty?